this video is going to be on the recent changes to Fortnite, but let's get to it. So this is Evolve Jake. Some of you guys that were in here last night know that I've been following Evolve Jake for a while now, and he is actually one of the best Fortnite content creators. He had a lot of things to say about the new update, the new changes or whatever to in Fortnite on Tuesday. Specifically around the splashes that I thought were very interesting. So here's Evolve's Jake's
What is up,
take.
guys? In today's video, we got a brand new Fortnite hotfix. Epic Games are still on break, but we got a new item added to the game as well as 2 new augments. As always, if you guys do find this video helpful or informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and comment down below what you think of the new slap splashes and these 2 new augments. So the first thing we're going to talk about is going to be the slap splashes. These have been leaked for a while, and as the name implies, they're essentially a combination of Chug Splash and the Slap Juice. The rare version will give you 15 health.
So what he doesn't explain is that the old splashes were 20 HP and didn't give a slap effect. And there are 2, which he does explain very well. But what he doesn't say is the rares can stack to 6 and the exotics can only stack to 4. So keep that in mind.
Just like the Slap Juice or Shield, depending on what you need. And 30 seconds of the slap effect. So it's not as good at healing as the Chug Splash was, but it also grants the unlimited sprint for 30 seconds, which is nice to have. You can find these from chests, drones, coolers, and claiming POIs. The fact that you can get it from drones, I feel like will make the gold POIs pretty good again. I feel like one of the nicer things about the gold POIs with the flying drones, not only was the loot you could get, but just that it was pretty much guaranteed a full stack of Chug Splash very easily, especially with the kind of saturation that we've seen in cooler loot. It became inconvenient to get Chug Splash at certain times, but
so I think like I don't inconvenient. Like I don't understand. I think he needs to explain that a little better. If you guys were actively watching or actively playing in Chapter 3, Season 3, there were specific locations where they had coolers, and those were very active POIs, specifically the one that we dropped in all the time with our trees like right outside of the border, like at all times. Basically the winner of the POI got the stack of the stack, unless you like shot at it and you broke it and it just so happened to explode and you could just like run over there and grab it, or you could sneak. Otherwise, whoever won the POI was going to be the one to get the slap juices, which they probably had to use some of them just to get just to heal up after fighting for so long. All right.
Now with the slap splash being in the game, these gold zones might be one of your best chances to get this, and I think
So he does make a good point on going to specific POIs with the gold name at the top, or a gold name on the map. So if you guys, just in case you guys didn't know, there's the gold labeled names means that they have the drones, which you can shoot down for loot. I don't know if you guys correlated that or not, but that's why they're gold.
Will be a good healing item to have, and in team game modes especially, I think this will be very sought after. As far as heals go, I think the legendary slurp juice is just going to be better. I think the low whip special serve ice cream is going to be better.
I don't know. It depends. Sure, the mythic ones are, the mythic slaps are going to be better, but you can only hold 4, and it's kind of, I don't know. Situation though.
And then you could argue that shield fish are also just going to be better, but the added utility of this giving unlimited sprint is nice as well, and in team game modes, being able to use one of these, and then your entire team gets unlimited sprint, especially in a biome.
So, okay, so right now he is making like a correlation to what's going to be top tier for like squads. Okay, and I don't know. You're going to have a different loadout if you're playing solos versus trios and squads are going to be pretty close to the same. You're going to have a closer loadout if you're playing duos and solos, but solos and squads are going to be totally different loadouts, probably. And if you're playing builds, well, there's not even shockwaves in builds, so they have 2, not totally different, but they have similar but different loot pools. So you're going to have a different loadout if you're playing builds or zero builds.
Like the jungle with the mud, that could be really, really good. And there also is an exotic version. I'm not sure if these are in the game yet or if they're coming later on, but the exotic version will give you 30 health per,
So I think the exotic version you get from loot llamas and from the drones, from the POIs. The rare ones, no, you get the rare ones from the drones. You get the mythic ones from the loot llamas and from your hollow chests.
container that you throw down in 60 seconds of the slap effect. So if the exotic ones are in the game, so actually the exotic version will be found in hollow chest and from loot llamas, and the chug cannon was vaulted as of this coming into the loot pool. So now when you eliminate a llama, you will get the exotic slap splashes instead of a chug cannon, and I definitely could see that making the llamas more valuable in zero build than they were before, because like I said, that 60 seconds
there he goes. So now he is making a good point. You're going to have a different loot loadout whether you're playing zero build solos versus squads. So the slaps might be even more important if you're doing squads versus solos, and maybe you can get away with just doing, I think the legendary slurps are still like the most OP because you can slurp and basically take 300 and something damage, almost 400 damage if you're taking slow damage from your enemy. You're basically immune from storm for 20 seconds. I think it's a 20-second. I think it's one slurp is 20 seconds. So like you're good.
Unlimited sprint plus 30 health or shield on every use will be very, very good. Not only will it be a fast healing item, but also a minute of unlimited sprint is pretty insane. So I think slap slashes will be good. Unfortunately.
So I think let me talk about the unlimited sprint thing. With the slap splashes, I think that this season there's a lot of missing movement. So I think they are trying to add ways to put movement in the game without giving us a hammer or a sword or a shockwave bow or hot air balloons or something like that. Sure, we still have cars and we have animals and things like that, which I don't think we had. I think they took the animals out for season 1, right? But we had hammers, which were fucking overpowered. But I think that's their way of saying sorry, we don't have a good movement weapon for you. So I'm expecting next season to have some awesome movement. I hope they bring the vaulted air balloons back.
Like we have some insane healing items in the game right now, like the legendary slurps and the low whip special serve ice cream. So I feel like they'll take a backseat for now. But after the summer event is over and the low web special serve ice cream is removed from the game, I definitely could see these being like the second best healing item. And regardless in team game modes, I think it'll always be nice because you can heal everybody on your team and grant everybody on your team that unlimited sprint for a period of time. So that is it for the slap splashes. As far as the augments go, we got 2 new ones. Splash Party makes you receive slap splashes. I can't say that word, but it makes you receive slap splashes. So it's just an augment that gives you the item that we were just talking about. Kind of, basic. It is what it is. Could be helpful in some situations, especially if you're down bad for heals. You find yourself in the storm. Not only are you going to get heals from it, but you get unlimited sprint from it. But the other augment that was added today, which I could see actually being pretty impactful, is going to be roaming redeploy. This gives you play whenever you gain immunity to fall damage, such as exiting vines, rails, zip lines, or using hot plants. Soaring sprinting into the hot plant gets you super high, and then if you have this augment as well, you'll be able to pull your glider. This sounds good, but I don't think it'll be that good because I personally haven't been the biggest fan of glider redeploy because your horizontal, like side-to-side movement is pretty slowed when using redeploy. It was nice for avoiding fall damage in certain situations.
So I don't really like I like the redeploy for just movement, but I think I agree with Jake. You can get yourself into really deep shit with redeploy.
But this augment only gives it to you when you're immune to fall damage. So it's like a nerfed version of redeploy. It can be helpful in some situations. A lot of players really like redeploy much more than I do. So I think this will be an augment that a lot of people like. But I feel like one of the nice benefits of redeploy is that you don't have to worry about fall damage ever. And with this augment, you can only use it when you already wouldn't have had fall damage. So it's like it'll be nice for the people that enjoy that, but it's like not going to be as big of a game changer, I think, as the previous glider redeploy augment was. So let me know what you think of these changes.
Soaring Sprints is an augment. You have shockwaves. You have now glider redeploy, and you have a lot of things around the map that you can get to. All right, here's my problem with the current glider redeploy, is that you have to be immune to fall damage. So the only time that you're ever actually going to be able to use it is when you have Soaring Sprints, or after you use one of those things. If you didn't, so you basically have to use 2 of your augments to be able to use glider redeploy. And if you want to use it effectively, you have to be in a map area with or without Soaring Sprints as an augment. And to make sure that you can use it all the time, not only do you have to use an augment or 2 augments, but you need to be in the area of the map, and you also need to have shockwaves. So that way you can be using that glider redeploy at all times. But there's a lot, what Jake said, there's a lot of negative, like your side to side movement. It is actually really hard to dodge when you have your glider out. And if you're not high enough, if you didn't get high enough, then you're kind of fucked. There's also a way you can use the mythic cannon to get yourself a little higher, but you're pushing it. You're pushing it. You're pushing it with that
down in
one.
the comments below. I think I'm interested to see what people think about the redeploy augment, because I am not as high on redeploy as other people, but I feel like this augment is like a heavily nerfed version of it. It'll have its uses for sure. And then the slab splashes, I think, can be quite good. It's just kind of outshined by other healing items in the game right now. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below.
Useful, but
video,
not meta.
Informative. Remember to give a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.
All right, so that was Jake. And that's that for that video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And let me know what you thought in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.